Oh, quite a few here for the first time. Welcome. This is Hare Krishna Valley.com.au. So we run this retreat center. Actually, we brought this property. This is 200 acres, which you can see from when you drive in all the way until here, and it's all our property. Nice little valley, Hare Krishna Valley. So we brought this in 1987. And before we brought this place, we had another farm near Mildura. You know Mildura?
Yeah.
Yeah. So up there we had another farm. That was 20,000 acres.
Oh, wow.
It was a big one. It was on the bank of the Murray River. No, it's nice property, very nice property. But it was too far away. It was 7 hours from Melbourne. A very remote place. So they decided, our leaders decided to get a place closer to Melbourne. So then we brought this property. It's 200 acres in the forest. It's a nice property. And when we brought this property, we first of all built this building here. This is a school. And we ran a Hare Krishna primary school for 7 years. We had a nice little school for the kids. But then in the mid-90s, the government were merging all small schools in country Victoria. So we lost our funding. And then at that point, most of our community moved to our other farm, which is in northern New South Wales, in Murwillumbah, which is near Byron Bay. And then for about 10 years, it was very quiet here. And then I came here in 2007, about 15, 16 years ago, with my friend Mani Griva, you saw him, he was singing with me. And we moved here about 15 years ago to run a retreat center. So when I got here, we had to convert all this from classrooms, take down all the blackboards and change everything. And we turned into a retreat center. Now we run retreats on yoga and vegetarian cooking and Ayurveda and Vedic astrology, all different things. And Mani Griva, he lives on the other side of the property, and he looks after the Goshala. Goshala means the cow barn, where the cows live. Have you seen our cows?
Yes.
Not yet.
Not yet? Yeah. After lunch, we'll take everyone over. You can go to the Goshala. Hands up, you like to see the cows. Yeah, at the Goshala. A very special Goshala. This is a Goshala, means a cow house, a cow barn. The cows are protected, just like we have a home to live in.
Yeah.
So the cows also, they have it. You have to treat them very nicely. We'll speak about that today, because today is a special day, so we can speak about that. So when people come here, they learn about how to be peaceful and happy. And hands up, you want to be peaceful and happy. Oh, that's
More
good.
peaceful and happy.
Yeah, I haven't finished yet. So hands up if you are already peaceful and happy. That's good. Yeah, some people are peaceful and happy. That's good. Right. So as you said, we teach people how to be more peaceful and happy. Increase it. Because the nature of this place is we teach people how to prioritize life in such a way that you can get maximum peace and happiness. Because society is a little dysfunctional at this point in time. Does that sound like a reasonable statement? Society is a little bit chaotic, a little bit turbulent, a little bit upside down. And they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. So here we teach people what to do. We can reorganize things, restructure things, so that you can live peacefully and happily in this world with maximum satisfaction. So one of our secrets is that we do kirtan. Kirtan is chanting. So just before, we were all chanting together. So why do we do this? Because these mantras that we chant, the Maha Mantra, it is spiritual sound. Right? It is made up of the names of Bhagwan, or we say in Australia you say God. In India say Bhagavan, Bhagwan. And we say Krishna. Just like every country has a leader. Like in Australia, who is our leader? Who is the leader in Australia?
King Charles. King Charles.
Who is that?
King Charles.
King Charles. King Charles.
Who is that?
That's England.
England?
We want Australia.
Yeah. In different countries they have different leaders. So here we have Albanese. Albanese Maharaja ki. Is the king of the country. So in England they have King Charles. And here we have Albanese. Like that. So different places we have different like that. That may not work. That cell may not work. Yeah. If I'm giving a talk and we're having a flute concert, it may not work perfectly. So we have Albanese. So we have a leader. And just like in the spiritual world, there is a leader. There's a leader in the creation. People call him Bhagavan, or they call him God, or you call him whatever you want. But he has a name also. He's a person. Just like you can say Prime Minister, or you can say President, or you can say King, but the person has a name. They're a person. So Krishna is the name of the person. We address him personally, more intimately. That's what we teach here, how to get closer to Krishna, closer to God, through understanding who he is, what he looks like. So you see in all the pictures, we have pictures of Krishna around. He's a bluish cowherd boy. So in this way we understand his personality. So when we chant the mantra like we were doing before, you're chanting his name over and over again, you feel his presence, and he is full of bliss. He is Raso Vaisaha, or the source of all bliss, Anandamaya Obhyasa. We are seeking after bliss, and he is the source of bliss. So therefore when we chant his names, we feel very blissful. That's why some people say the Hare Krishna people look very happy and blissful. Is it true? Do the Hare Krishna people look very happy and blissful?
They're human as well.
I know they're human because we know that. But I'm saying, do they look very happy and peaceful? Yeah, generally people say that, generally. One person said to me one time, if the Hare Krishnas aren't happy, then there's a real problem. That means the world's really got problems. You know, if we start fading, then that means... So if we are happy and blissful, that means because we're connected to Krishna. That means yoga. The word yoga means connected. Through bhakti. You understand bhakti?
Yes.
Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Bhaktya mama bijanati yavanyaschasmi tattvataha. You can understand me by bhakti. Bhakti means devotion. Devotion means the way we express our love. Just like today's Mother's Day. So how do you express your love to your mother?
Buy cake.
What's that?
To buy cake.
To buy cake. Yeah, it's an expression of love. Or just like I saw my mother last night. So then I sent her a message this morning. I said, Happy Mother's Day. And she said, oh, your brother is here. He's making me a cup of tea. Because it shows love. I remember when I was younger, I used to make my mother a cup of tea on Mother's Day. She'd always say, this is the best cup of tea. This tastes the best. Because it's not the tea. Tea you can get anywhere, anytime, any day of the year. But when someone does it with love or devotion, then it tastes relishable. So Krishna is like, that's what we teach you. Right? How do you please God? You offer whatever you do to him for his pleasure. The food that you cook, you offer it to him for his pleasure. Just like here, we're setting up on the altar because we're making the plate up of all the things we've cooked today, and we're going to bring it in, we're going to offer it to Krishna, to God. Why? Because we want to show him our love and devotion. He is first. Then we take prasad. Prasad means the remnants. Then we take whatever is left. You always leave something. So we take that. And then it becomes spiritualized. It becomes purified because he has touched it. That is bhakti yoga. And if the whole world does this, the whole world will become peaceful. But what happens now is the world is exploiting. Everyone is trying to exploit. Right? We eat everything without first offering it to him. And if you do like that, then you have to get karma. Have you heard of karma? Has anyone ever had karma in their life? Yeah, one man here. Okay, 2 people. Okay, now 3. We have karma. But you can get rid of your karma. That's what we teach you. Get rid of the karma. How do you get rid of it? First, you offer everything to Krishna. Right? And then the karma is taken away. And then you become akarma, or without karma, right? Which is good. So that's what we practice here. We teach people these principles. So we did a little bit of chanting, and while we're doing the chanting, then my wife was doing the arati. Arati means a blessing ceremony. So just like when someone comes to your home, just like if your mother comes to visit, then you want to make everything nice for her. You want to make everything nice for your guest. So what is the first thing that my wife was offering? What was it?
Flame.
The flame. Just before that, there was the agabati, the incense. Yeah. So the first thing you do when someone comes to your house, you make everything smell nice. So you light essential oils, you have an oil burner, or you might light some incense or something. You make everything smell nice because you're receiving the guest. So similarly, when someone comes into your house, we want to do like that. We want to receive the guest. I think he's going to stop from, don't let him touch the camera, otherwise I'll throw it off. So we make everything smell nice. So that's what we do, because we're saying this is Krishna's home. We're honoring the guest, or we're honoring the owner of the home. So the first thing we do, we offer the incense like that. And then what is offered, then when we smell that, that purifies us. Second thing we offer is the flame. Why do we offer the flame? Because in the old days, you would have to light the house. These days, you just turn a switch and everything just turns on. Your house is ignited. But you go back 100 years, 200 years, you had to go around and light candles or different things in the house to create illumination. Right? So that's what we are doing. We're offering the flame. Then what do we offer? The water. What is the water for? When someone comes to your house, they've been traveling a long distance, you say, would you like to refresh yourself? Do you need to have a shower? Do you need to have a bath? Do you need to refresh yourself? So we're offering some water for that, to refresh. And then after that, we offer some. Just before the flowers, we offer the handkerchief, which represents cloth. So in other words, in a very cultured society, someone would come to your home, they've traveled a long distance. After they bathe, you say, would you like a fresh set of clothes to put on? So you're offering fresh clothes. That's what the cloth represents. And then after that, the flowers. So just like when you see pictures of Krishna, he's wearing like a lei or a garland on him, like you see the flower garland is there. So when someone comes, just like you get to Hawaii, you get off the plane, they put a garland on you or a lei, like that. So it makes you cool, it's very fragrant, and it's a cultured way of receiving someone. So we offer the garland. And then finally, we offered the... Which one?
What?
No, the chamara. And you saw the yak tail. Just like when the king comes, then you fan the king. Like that. So that's what we're doing. So you can do this for any cultured person. You can do this for your mother. It's Mother's Day, so you can do all this for her. When you get home, get a yak tail and you can fan her. Stand there and just fan your mother. She'll enjoy it very much. This is the way that we can receive a gift. So that's what we're doing. We're offering the arti. So this place is for teaching people this culture, right? How to do things for the Supreme, for Krishna. So today is Mother's Day. So actually, in our tradition, we actually have 7 mothers. How many mothers do you have? 2. Very good. Okay, we have 7. So the first mother is your biological mother. Mataji, your mother. That is your first mother. And actually says in the ancient teachings, the first mother, your biological mother, is your first guru. Because she is the person who teaches you about life. So she's the guru. But in a traditional, spiritually surcharged society, the mother would teach you about spiritual teachings. Not just material things, but the meaning of life. So she's considered the first guru within our society. These days, that doesn't always happen. The mother doesn't always teach us about spiritual things. She materially maintains us, which is good. But then, further than that should be the spiritual things also. Then, the second mother. The second mother is the earth. She is our mother. Mother Earth. Do you look after the earth? Do you look after the earth? Hands up if you look after the earth.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Yes, we should look after the earth. Why should we look after the earth? Because she is our mother. Because without her, we don't eat anything. All the food comes from the earth. She stops giving food, then big trouble. So she is our mother. We have to look after her. The American Indians, they say, never do anything to the earth which will affect 7 generations of your people. You have to think, every time you deal with the earth, you have to think 7 generations. Are they being looked after? And what have we done in the last 100 years? We're not even looking after 1 generation. Right? We've wrecked everything so much that this generation is getting affected. Right? Our children, the first generation from us is becoming affected. Right? Not looking after the earth. Right? So the earth, Bhumi, she is the mother. She is our mother. So the first mother is the biological mother. The second mother is the earth. We have to look after the earth. The third mother is Gomata. Gomata means? Who is Gomata? The cow. You go and see her after lunch. She is our mother. Today is Mother's Day. You've come to see one of the 7 mothers. Very good. Why is she the mother?
Get milk from the
Yeah, because we get milk. What do we live on when we are born? Milk. Where do you get the milk from? Your mother. First 3 months of your life, 6 months, 12 months. It's all you eat is milk. Where from? Your mother. And then what happens when you get older? Then who gives?
cow.
The cow takes over. So then she's the mother. The milk is the most beneficial food for the human, because the milk, now they distort the milk a lot. Homogenize, pasteurize, then take the fat out. They do all sorts of things to the milk. But traditionally, if the cows are peaceful and they're looked after, and the milk is pure, it is the most beneficial food for the humans. These days, a lot of people are lactose intolerant, and all these. It's interesting though, because I go to India many times. I've been maybe 30 times or so to India. I've spent 3 or 4 years of my life in India, so I'm quite Indian. Actually, quite Indian. I'm telling you, I am Indian. Okay? Okay. I am Indian. Very Indian. I'll tell you. So, if you go to India, very interesting. One thing I've noticed: everyone drinks garam doodh. Garam doodh means hot milk. No one drinks cold milk. Have you ever been in India? Anyone drinks cold milk? Hardly anyone. Everyone drinks hot milk. So when you drink it hot, warm milk, it assimilates into the body, and it nourishes the brain. It makes your brain very fertile. But in the West, we drink cold milk, and it has a very different effect on the body. Right? You take something out of the fridge at 4 degrees, and then you drink it. For the body to assimilate that takes twice as much energy, or even more. It's very hard to digest. That's why people have lactose intolerance. Right? It's hard because they're not drinking the milk properly. How many people are lactose intolerant in India?
Never heard.
You don't hear about it very much. How many Indian people you meet? Oh, I'm lactose intolerant. It's rare. It's a rare thing. Some people have got it, but it's not very common. So you have to understand how to take the milk as well. So the milk coming from the cow is the most beneficial food. So here we look after the cows. Because they're our mother. They give us milk, they look after us, and they can do many other things as well. Like if you're feeling sick, they can smell you, and just by smelling you, they can begin to make you feel better. We've experienced it many times. Sometimes I feel a little sick. Go to the cows, they smell you like this, and then you begin to feel better. They're mystical, not ordinary creatures. They're very mystical creatures. Some of them are even more mystical. We have one there, her name is Revati. I can show you which one she is. She can, if you're sick, she can cure you. Very powerful. Do you believe these things? Yeah, why not? Or else you can go to the chemist and take medicine. Or you can come here and we can let the cows smell you and they can fix you. Now, which is better? You take your choice. I don't go to the chemist. I don't go to the chemist. I go to the cows. You go wherever you want. That's up to you. But the cows, they can fix you. They do so many things. They're our mother. They look after us. So we have to protect them. So here at Hare Krishna Valley, our dairy, our Goshala, it is called Ahimsa. Ahimsa means? Non-violent. You saw the signs when you came in? What was the first sign? What did it say? Huh? Peaceful. That's number 2. Very good. Good though. Good that you remembered. First one is humility. First one. That's a good quality. Take that one first. If you're humble, then your life will be easy. If you're not humble, good luck. Your life will not be easy. Second one is peaceful. Then third one is simplicity, and then we have generosity. As you go down the drive, 12 signs. But one of them, one we have is called non-violence. Non-violence means ahimsa. It means peaceful. It's actually the second sign technically because it means peaceful. Non-violent. We protect the cows, protect the animals. Right? And when you live like that, then your life becomes very mangala. Mangala means auspicious. Everything will be good in your life. Everything will become auspicious. So we have to look after the cows. Very important. She is our mother. So we have to look after our mother. We have to look after the earth. We have to look after the cow. And then Datri. Datri means? Datri means nurse. Datri. Datri means nurse. I mean, this was in traditional times. There was a wet nurse. Sometimes the mother could not give milk. Other ladies in the house or other ladies in the village, they would also feed the child. So it's technical. So Datri means like the wet nurse. The person who would also, because traditionally people lived in villages. Everyone knew each other.
Yeah.
Now maybe you don't even know your neighbor. Hands up if you don't even know your neighbor. Yeah, some people putting their hands up. People don't even know who the neighbor is.
I don't even have neighbors.
That's technically different. But for those who do have neighbors, some people live in their van, they travel around. Yeah, you don't have neighbors technically. But those who do have neighbors, some people don't even know their neighbors. But in the old days, everyone knew everyone. And you lived in a village. And everyone knew each other. And that's the best way to... That's why now we have mental health issues. Back 100 years ago, 20 years ago, people didn't have so many mental health issues because you had a village. Right? Everyone knew your business, you knew their business. Right? Everyone was there. You don't need a psychologist, you just go to your neighbor.
Yep.
Now you have to pay someone, $150 for an hour. All right, just to listen to you. Previously you had a neighbor that was there. The society was so much stronger. So this was the wet nurse, Datri. It was a better society previously. Then, so you have the mother, the cow, the earth, the Datri, the wet nurse. And then you have the wife of the king, the wife of the Brahmana, and the wife of the Guru. Guru Patni, Brahmana Patni, and Raja Patni. They're also your mothers, because they will protect you, they'll look after you. No? Raja Patni. Raja Patni means wife of the king. So who is the wife of the king? Camilla. She will look after you. Camilla Devi Ki. Or Anthony Albanese. What's his wife's name?
He doesn't have a wife.
Doesn't?
He's got a partner, but they're not married.
Oh, they're not married. Okay. Okay, so we're in trouble. We haven't got the wife of a king. But she's her mother. Now we can go to Canberra. We can knock on the door at Parliament House. We can say, Mataji, please help me. Please look after me. That's technically, that's what these people would do. They would make sure everyone in society is being looked after. That's the duty of government. The duty of government is to make sure everyone in society is peaceful and happy and cared for. Just like they had protests in Tasmania yesterday, because they want to build a $700 million football stadium. Right? So everyone came and protested. They said, we can't even afford to pay our rent anymore. We can't even, our electricity is costing too much. Right? Why don't you spend the money in reducing all these things? We don't need a $700 million football stadium.
Good.
Yeah. So people are protesting now. I haven't seen this before in Australia, actually. The cost of living is becoming so challenging now
Yeah.
that now, Australians are going out to protest, and this will increase. So the government should organise things so these things don't happen. Everyone should be fed. Everyone should be comfortable. Right? We tax the citizens, but we use the tax for good things. No? You don't use the tax for, we don't necessarily need $700 million stadiums at this point in time. If the money was used properly, we could actually have both. But sometimes the money's wasted. So on a day like this, on Mother's Day, you go to Anthony Albanese's wife, you say, fix everything, please. You're our mother, look after us. And tell Anthony to look after us, because the husband will listen to the wife. Usually the wife, she has great control over the husband. So if you go to her, then she can change it. So we can all go to Canberra next weekend, and we can speak to her. And we can fix Australia. So this is Mother's Day. So these are the 7 mothers. So on this day, we honour all 7 mothers. Not just one mother, but all 7 mothers. So I'll stop here for now, and I'll just ask, does anyone have any questions or any comments which you'd like to ask us about anything, or about anything that was spoken about? If you want some spiritual guidance, or you have any questions, anything that you're wondering about, then you can ask us, and I can try to answer those questions.
Not a question, but an acknowledgement of new information that I've never heard before, so thank you.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's why people come here, because we're sharing information. Like, this is a very ancient tradition. And I've been practicing or following this tradition for more than 30 years, more than half of my life. And it works. These are ancient teachings. They've already been there for thousands of years. And if you follow these things, your life becomes peaceful and happy. So we're just sharing all these things because we just want people to be peaceful and happy in this world. Is it okay?
Very okay.
It's very okay. Very okay. Any other questions or comments?
What do you think about all the wars that are going on in the world, and all the money that's being spent on defence systems?
What do I think about it? I think it's not very good.
The war always there. Maybe outside, maybe inside.
Yeah, that's it's kind of true in this world. The first point is, why is there a war in the first place? War is due to ignorance. Because who's fighting? Right, what's the most prominent war at the moment? It's Russia and Ukraine. That's the most prominent. There's more conflicts on the planet, but that's the most prominent. So, what's the difference between a Russian and a Ukrainian? What's the difference? We're just people. Bruce Lee. You know Bruce Lee?
Yes.
You've met him. Oh, okay. But you know who he is, right? Bruce Lee, yeah. So he was there. So he came to America in late 60s, early 70s. And back then, now it's more common. People go all over the world and cultures are everywhere. But back then it was a little bit different. East and West had not met. They were just beginning to meet. Late 60s. In 1969, Time magazine called their annual publication The Year of the Guru in 1969, because East and West were merging. People were coming from both places. People were beginning to visit the East. The Eastern teachers were coming to the West, so it was beginning to merge. Now it's common. We all know about all these things. So Bruce Lee, he came, and he was Asian, and he was bringing karate, kung fu. He was bringing martial arts, and this was just beginning to come into the West. And people, they asked him, they would always ask, from your country, and what's it like, and what do you think of America? And he said, why does everyone always ask me this? He said, I don't see a difference. I just see humans. Why do we say, that's Chinese, that's American? What's the difference? Really. I mean, we culturally we're different. We come from different lands, but what's the difference between us? So if you see like that, then why are you going to fight with another person? What's them doing a Russian and a Ukrainian? There's no difference. So what are they fighting about in the first place? Why does, and this is the point, why does someone feel threatened by another person? If we all understand we're children of God, children of Krishna, and we understand we're all spiritual and we're all brothers and sisters, then where's the conflict? Where's the fight? Yeah, you're not going to come here and we're not going to fight you. You had the last bowl of dessert. Step outside. Now we're going to work all the... No, maybe if we can just get the kids to sit down a little bit. That'd be good. Or else there's also trampoline, there's playgrounds. If they really want to play, they can go outside as well. Yeah. Prabhuji. Have to be... That's okay. Have to be Shanti. Shanti. Peaceful. Yeah. Otherwise, it's hard to concentrate when there's so many. So, what is the difference? If we understand our spiritual essence and we're all coming under one personality, what is the difference? Why is Ukraine and Russia? Why do you feel threatened? Why is the people over there, what they're going to harm us? That's what it's about. Because they feel that NATO is coming closer and closer to the border. So then they thought, we have to dominate this country because we need like a buffer between us and them. But what's the difference anyway? And then your question was, they're spending so much money on defense. Why do you need to spend so much money? Why do we need, we all know there's stats. Like America's defense budget is more than the annual budget or the annual gross income of most countries on the planet. Because they're the wealthiest country on the planet. They spend so much on defense. Why are they defending themselves? We can all get along. So it's all due to ignorance. So what do we think about it? We think it's not very good.
There's also collective karma.
Yeah. So then, why do the wars happen? Prabhupada, who is the founder of the Hare Krishna movement, we have his picture over there on the seat of honor, just there. So Prabhupada said the reason there are wars on the earth is because people kill cows. That's why because in the ancient teachings of India, we call the cow mother cow or holy cow. So if you kill a cow, the karma is severe. It is and all over the world we're killing hundreds of cows, millions, every day. So all that karma, eventually it comes back on the humans. And Ukraine, they eat a lot of beef, a lot. Even during the war, they're all just... And they're all saying, why are people attacking us? Well, you attack the cows every day, that's okay. And then when you get attacked, you say, that's not okay. It doesn't make sense. So at Hare Krishna Valley, we teach, don't look after the cows, don't harm them, and then you'll be peaceful also. So we have to understand these things. Is that okay, that answer? Yeah. We don't need to fight. We have differences of opinion, that's okay. Everyone differs, that's okay. We don't have to fight. Like me and Money, like my friend who lives here with me, who was singing just before, like sometimes we differ in our opinions because we're individuals. But we don't start punching each other and, I want the cows to be in the front paddock. He says, I want them to be... Well, what's that? That's effectively what people are doing. Ukrainians, like Russians attacking Ukrainians. You're living on this land and this used to be Russia, so we're going to attack you and missile you and shoot you. It doesn't even make sense. Just work it out. Yeah, it's all because of the desire to control. So. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Questions.
Yes, sir.
Why is it that there are powerful, evil people who are greedy, who act behind the scenes? They get Russians and Ukrainians, for example, fighting with each other when the ordinary person does not want to fight with each other. They're people. Why is it that these evil people seem to dominate the world and pull the strings behind the scenes? That's my question.
Very good question.
Yeah, good question. Very good question.
That was in my mind.
Thank you.
Yeah, very good question. Yeah, it is ultimately, as we said before, it is because of karma. Because humans are doing so many things which are not correct, like they're eating the animals. That's why we're vegetarian. We don't eat the animals, because we understand. Like I would never eat. Like you could bring me burgers and all sorts of meat and all that. I'd never ever touch it. I've never eaten those things for over 30 years. The reason is because I would be scared, because I know there's karma. I know there's karma. So if I eat, I know I'm going to get the karma. Because I killed the animal. Oh, okay, I didn't kill him, but I paid someone to kill him. And now I'm eating him. So the violence on him, I'm sponsoring. So I know I'm going to get that karma back. So I would never do it. I'd be way too scared to do it. So, because people keep doing all these things, then the material energy, we call her Maya Devi or Durga or Prakriti or Kali, different names, then she organizes when all the karma needs to be meted out or dealt with. Then she brings those people who are not good leaders to give all the karma to everyone. So then they take over. Just like Hitler, he's the most famous example. That man was crazy. He was a crazy man. The things are going through his head. So because there were so many negative things on the earth, so much karma, then someone comes up who takes over and then gives out all the karma. So if everyone behaves themselves, the leaders will be good also. It works both ways. So if we behave ourselves, then those leaders won't come. But unfortunately, sometimes, like in the world now, we have, these things, they pop up. And we're feeling now in Australia, we're also starting to feel like, thousands of people went out yesterday in Tasmania and protested. It means now people are really feeling it will increase in Australia as well. Because we kill more cows, we're in the top 4 cow killing countries in the world. So Australia is peaceful now. It's the best place to live now, but it will start collapsing also if we don't change the way. That's why we're teaching people. People come in, they say, oh, it's a nice place to visit and everything's peaceful, and they speak nicely. But if people actually follow what we say and live the way we live, the whole society will become peaceful and these problems will go away. We're here to save the planet. People have to listen. It's easy. This knowledge is easy to follow. And then, in half an hour we'll have lunch. And the food's delicious. Why do you need to eat meat? What's your problem? Now people say, oh, I like meat. You like meat, but the animal doesn't like it.
No.
He doesn't like being killed.
And it's the taste, not the actual item itself.
Yeah. People like the taste.
They've tried to change and make vegetarian food taste like meat. And I don't know about you, but I can't stand it. The texture, the taste, when you eat a vegetable, it is such a different texture and taste than eating.
Just eat Hare Krishna food.
I know.
Just eat Hare Krishna food. It's the best food anyway. That's why I became a Hare Krishna, because it's the best food. I get free Hare Krishna food every day of my life. Every day of my life, free Hare Krishna food. Why wouldn't you become a Hare Krishna? Why wouldn't you shave your head and get this haircut? Wear robes on the street. They give you this food, I said, no problem, I'll do whatever you want. Because the food is delicious. So you don't need to eat animals to eat good food. If you don't like our food, we'll give you your money back. Yeah, please.
You were saying how Australia is peaceful, that's just kind of looking in the context of wars, but then however we're not, because you can see that we're already being dealt with the collective karma through flooding and bushfires, and so it doesn't just come out in wars, it will come out in famine, it will come out in fires, it will come out in earthquakes and flooding and rising sea levels. So there's so many ways that karma can be dealt out with. So at this point in time, we're not actively engaged in a war at the moment, but yet so many communities are still trying to recover from decimating natural disasters. So, and it's just a matter of time. Like, you know, we've been quiet down here for a few years, but, you know, fires can come any year, and or flooding or whatnot. So, you know, it is happening. It's happening here. It's always happening. So that's just to, you know, sort of push that the urgency of actually taking on, you know, trying to nullify that collective karma by living an ahimsa life, Krishna conscious life ultimately.
Yeah, nice.
On an individual basis, would it be fair to say one of the best things we can do is to try and spread the word and enlighten other people?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Try to give these teachings to other people. You know, we have all these ancient teachings, all these books and so forth. So give the books to other people. That's something we do, and you know, in different ways, just try to encourage them to understand these teachings and to begin to practice these teachings, and be an example yourself. You know, like I go so many places, and then people say, you know, like that. I say, oh, sorry, I don't eat meat. Like that. They say, oh, why don't you eat meat? And then you explain it a little bit to them, and then, you know. So then it helps them become enlightened also. I was on a plane one time, and then the stewardess, because she had to give me some. I ordered a vegetarian meal, but for some reason it wasn't there. So she went to the front of the plane to the business class, and she was getting nice things for me. And then she came back, and she was giving them to me, and I was saying thank you, and she said, "Oh, why are you vegetarian?" And I could, you know, when you're talking on a plane, and there's like 10 people, I could hear. Everyone was listening, so I was telling everyone why we're vegetarian and why we eat this food. And so yeah.
When we communicate with other people, do posts on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
If it just changes someone having a meal that's not there, that's a change. The animal will not be killed. So indirectly, we can do something about
Yeah,
it.
things like that.
If we change people's taste and habits.
Yeah. Yeah, so many things, so many ways we can do it. So. Yeah, spread the teachings all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Yeah.
With regards to milk, I know here the cows,
Yep.
the bulls, they live a long,
Yep.
happy life, they're not destroyed.
Yep.
But the milk and the cheese and all those dairy products that are sold in the supermarket, they come with a lot of karma, because those cows,
Same
their
industry.
babies, you know, the young-born calves are taken off them,
Industry is the same.
slaughtered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they're female.
Yeah. I just, I've become a vegan the last few years, but it would be really great if there were Hare Krishna, Jesus and things like that, so we would know that there was no cruelty to the animals.
Yeah, there's a group of Hare Krishnas in Melbourne who have started a milk brand called Mother Cow Dairy, and you can buy that milk now, and that's from protected animals. And they were selling it in Geelong. I don't know how far it's come yet, but it's starting to spread around. So it's supply and demand. It's supply and demand. And the other thing, everyone comes here and they always say to us, "Oh, when are the Hare Krishnas going to do this? And when are the Hare Krishnas going to do that?" And why don't you guys do it? Why does everyone come here and tell us what to do? Oh, why don't you guys start this and, you know, Hare Krishna Jesus and why don't you guys do it? Why don't you go out, get yourself a farm, milk the cows, and look after them? It's a lot of work.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of work. You know, we've got 27 cows and bulls. It's a lot of work. You know, so everyone's always, you know, so what it means is everyone has to work together. You know, if we become enlightened and we work together, because we can only do so much. You know, we've got one Hare Krishna farm here in Victoria. You know, there should be 20 or 100 or 200 or 2,000. Or the whole Victoria should just be one big Hare Krishna farm. Wherever you go, all the cows are looked after. You know, and then we put people in jail who kill cows. Like if you kill a human, right, you go to jail. You kill a cow, there's no repercussion. Right? But it should be exactly the same. Oh, you killed a cow, you're going to jail. Like that. So this is where we want to take things.
The model can only work when there are, like in India and traditional agricultural, settings, or is where there's little cows and everyone's looking, because as soon as you get a bigger farm, it's just natural intensive farming practices would happen, and so then there's exploitation of the cows. So it has to be like in India, every family had, not that you can do that in Werribee or whatnot, but they had a cow in every household, but if you had lots of little, that's the only actual way that you could get ahimsa milk on a larger scale, because if you've just got centralised, intensive farming practices have to be.
We used to live like that. We used to every home in the village, they used to keep a couple of cows or buffaloes.
And then what happened?
Slowly they got busy with money and everything, and
Big problem.
chasing the other world.
One of my friends in Melbourne, he's from
So
South.
great, and our ego going up and up.
Yeah.
The world is just now with,
One of my friends in Melbourne, he's from South India. So he's living in Melbourne, and he's an IT man, works in IT. He makes very good money, very well off. And I said to him one time, I said, what do you do with all your money? He goes, quite a bit I send back to my village in India to look after my family, and they're like that. I said, why do you do that? He said, because they need money. And I said, what's it like where you live? He said, it's a beautiful village. He said, we have all our food just growing there. He said, fruit trees and coconut trees, bananas, papaya, plantations. It's everything is growing. And he said, in the fields we have so much dal, rice, so many sabjis, all the different vegetables. And I said, what are you doing here then? Why are you living in Melbourne, where you live in an apartment, where you used to live there? And he goes, because I'm working here, so I get money to send to your family. Your family doesn't need money. If you've got all this food around them, you only need a little bit of money. You don't need a lot. So now, as you said, we grow up with cows. Now everyone thinks, there's a better way to live, and it's not working. And everyone doesn't know what to do with the cows. This is the problem.
Now nobody wants to do hard work now.
That's the problem.
Flashy life, flashy disease.
When America was founded, like 250 years ago, 97% of the population were farmers. Now, how many? Less than 1%. Huh? Originally, when America started, everyone was a farmer, practically. Now, hardly anyone, because now we all want to work in IT, all these meaningful jobs.
We all working for corporate now.
Yeah, that's good, because we need more apps. Because we'll be happy. The more apps we have, the happier we will be. Life is about apps. Yeah. Then you will be happy. Yeah, this is the way life has become. Any other questions? Yes.
Like in history or mythology, we're always there. So we know the great battles even in Mahabharata, Kurukshetra. So is there like bad karma is always there from the beginning of the earth?
In this world.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this world. There's another world where Krishna lives.
Yeah.
It's called Goloka or Vaikuntha. In that world, right, we don't have problems. There's no birth, there's no death, there's no old age, there's no disease. We don't have the problem. But in this world, which is the reflected world, where those who don't want to live with Krishna, they come here, which is all of us. This is like a reformatory center. Right? So we come here in this world, that's when everyone doesn't get along, we have all these fights and all these problems. So it's only in this world. In the other world where we're trying to go to, then they don't have those problems.
No, actually my question was like,
Bad karma.
it's like
It's always been there, yes.
due to our karma we are just...
It's always been there, yes.
But also in like, at the before, like if you just think about the Mahabharata Kurukshetra way, so in that era, actually there is also like bad karma, but in
Yeah, because in this world, the material world, there's always conflict. But in the spiritual world, there's no conflict. So it's only in this world where you have conflict. It's always been there. It's always going to be there. Because people are materialistic here, not everyone's spiritual. So. Any other question?
Just to add to the context you were talking about, the mind, like what is, whether it's in Gita or whether it's in Patanjali Yoga, so mind works outward. And the apps you are talking about, so mind requires content basically. And the apps are providing more and more content, and that's why the mind is become more and more uneasy. In the context of the apps, so many apps makes the mind uneasy mind. Limited content, mind become more peaceful, calmer towards the spiritual gains and all.
The same in our life. More content in our home, less worries.
Yeah.
More things in the home, more worries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's straight.
Simple
Directly, it's a directly proportional. The worries is directly proportional to the content of the mind. It's inversely proportional. As the content reduces, the mind becomes peaceful and calmer. As it becomes still, then you can have a greater visibility of Atman, which is defined in Gita as well. It's self-pervading everywhere.
Simplify your life. I was brahmachari for 8 years. I was a monk for 8 years,
Wow.
brahmachari. So everything I owned was in one cupboard. One cupboard, like a single cupboard, just like that wide. Everything I owned was in that 8 years. That's it.
Even if people do, anyone here, if go for camping or something, once you're in the camping and all that, you'll be more peaceful compared to when you come back to home and watching Netflix, Amazon and all that, and then mind becomes agitated. Lose content.
We can make our home just like that.
Yeah.
We can make our home forest or a hell.
We have 200 acres, so just bring your tent. You can settle.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, live in your tent.
Yeah, we do all the time.
But you have to do some cooking as well.
We do cook as well.
Yeah, you can come. You can cook some chapatis.
Yeah.
You can't just live in your tent. You have to contribute something here as well.
True.
So you come and cook some chapatis. We'll let you stay in your tent. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. No problem.
No, anytime. When we go out for
Hare
camping,
Baba, just do it. Why you talk all day? Just do it. Any other questions?
Food.
You had a question?
Yeah, who is Radhe?
Say it again.
Who is Radhe?
Radhe.
Radhe, who is Radhe?
Radhe.
Who's Radhe?
Who is Radhe?
Radhe Krishna.
Yeah, Radha and Krishna. So Krishna, we understand Krishna is God. So he is the blue cowherd boy. So you see in the pictures, he is the blue cowherd boy. That is God. And then next to him, that is Radha. That is his best friend. So she is always with him. So when we chant Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Krishna and Rama, they refer to Krishna, and Hare refers to Radha. So when we approach Krishna, we go through his feminine energy. So we always worship God with male and female. We don't just worship just Krishna. So Radha is his best friend. She has captured his heart. So if you go to her, then she will introduce you to Krishna. She will bring you to Krishna. She's very soft. Usually the mother is softer, usually. Like the father will be heavy, and then you go to mum and you say, "Oh, can I do it?" And she says, "Yeah, okay, you can do it." Right. Usually it's like that. Is it okay? Any other questions? Someone else I saw put their hand before? No, that's it? Okay.
I have a question. It's about
Yeah.
it's about karma and akarma. I mean, you are remember we started talking about do whatever you do, just start with sacrificing to the God and doing stuff. But as our material life, we have to do our work. Like maybe it could be study, it could be work in office. So, for example, I'm in academic world, so I have to do my work as a researcher. And how can I balance? I mean, whatever I do, if I sacrifice to the God and start working, like okay, whatever I do, I'll try my best. But when I start work, lots of other works, involving stuff will come out like one after one. And
Where do you
I'm
live?
Happy, huh?
Where do you live?
Where I'm living now, Clayton.
Clayton, okay. So there are Hare Krishna devotees all over Melbourne. And they have a program all over Melbourne called Bhakti Vriksha. Have you heard? Bhakti Vriksha. Bhakti, the programs all over Melbourne, home programs. So they meet every week in their homes. And if you go there with them, they will teach you, because they all do what you do. They're all professional people. They all live outside. They're doctors, lawyers, teachers, all these things. But they get together and they have spiritual programs every week, and they can teach you how to, because they're all doing it, they can teach you how to live in that world and do what you do, but then also how to make your life more spiritual.
Not only spiritual, also like how can we be happy whatever we are doing?
They can teach you all these things.
That's all the process.
They can teach you all these things. It's all possible. There's many people doing it. It's more advantageous to do what I'm doing, because I'm fully dedicated to Krishna. So I live here full time, everything here is spiritual, and everything I do is for Krishna's service. That's the best. But not everyone can do that. That's not the way the world is. So then you have to learn how to do it outside when you're outside, because it is more difficult. Like, I would find it difficult to do what you do. You know, to live, to work where you work, and to deal with all the material things all day. I would find that difficult. You know, that's why I do what I do, because I don't want to live like that. But some people do, so now you have to learn how to strike the balance between the two. So there are people who are doing it, they can teach you how to do it. So I can give you the contacts of different people, and then you can, in Clayton they have groups like that, and they can teach you. You're not the only one doing it, that's Otherwise you feel a bit empty. You feel, well, what's the point? I'm just doing all these, you know, I'm working, I'm just doing, everything's based on money, and, you know, that's not the goal of life. So then you start thinking there must be something else. Okay? So we can connect you. Get connected. And then you don't have to do it by yourself, they can teach you. Is it okay? Oh, okay.
I would like that contact as well if possible.
Yeah, while you're driving around.
I am somewhat stable.
Yeah. Or do you have Google?
I have Google.
Yeah, so just Google Hare Krishna Melbourne, and then on the page, on the Hare Krishna Melbourne page, then they have, you look up home programs, like that, and then they'll show you where they are, and it has the address of all of them and contact numbers. You can ring, or I can ring them for you if you want, and then yeah, you just meet them and then they will teach you. That's the best way to do it. Is it okay? Okay. Yeah, that's I'm giving you a practical solution. Otherwise, I can sit here and talk for half an hour, but it doesn't really change your life. You need to be with people who are also doing it. You understand? Yeah. That's the secret. It's called Sangha. Sangha means association. When you're with other spiritual people, you also become spiritual. So you need to find those people, so then you can also practice that. Is it okay? No, okay. Any other questions? Thank you all for coming. We'll see you next time. Is anyone hungry?
Yes.
Okay, 2 people. So oh, now there's more. Now you're hungry. Okay. So just go out, turn right, and we'll serve you some lunch. And then after lunch, if you'd like to come with us, we'll go over and see our cows.
Awesome.
Please come again. Hare Krishna.